Hi there, this is your fantastic Arif, and I welcome you all to an amazing series of my podcast, Ring the Bell, to alarm our present for our future. We all are facing climate change issues. Some acknowledge these issues and some don't. Those who acknowledge these issues try to get the solutions. In this Ring the Bell series, I will bring you stories of those people who are forerunners in discovering the solutions to make this earth healthy for each and every one of us. So let's get started. Wearing an oxygen mask, carrying a 20-liter plastic bottle containing plants strapped to his back, and holding a placard that reads, Plant trees, save trees. The idea to draw people's attention to the fact that our planet is in danger has greatly come up in the mind of our today's guest, Mr. Pankaj Kumar. Hope you are in a pink of health, sir. It is my honor to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I know a lot about your commendable work you are doing, but our audience is eager to know more about your journey. So, could you please introduce yourself? We are all yours.
Thank you, Arav, for the nice explanation about me and about the environment. And you are also a great warrior who is doing great work for environment. About me, my name is Pankaj Kumar. I stay in Noida. And as Arav already introduced you about myself, that I'm carrying a water bottle of with a plant, and I'm wearing an oxygen mask. Asking people to understand what kind of situation we are going to have in future if we are not going to protect our environment, we are not going to conserve what we have now. So this is what the idea of this to aware people about the environment so we can work on it to make it better.
It is really delightful for us to listen to your story and get to know about your wonderful actions to save our planet. There is always an inspiration or a motivation which makes us take actions. So, sir, what or who inspired and motivated you to come up with an idea of standing with a water tank, or I must say, a plant tank strapped to your back?
I don't say the who is my motivation. Motivation is always sometimes what like a absence of something also makes you to do something. Okay, so what happens if you will see the what happened in the month of November, December? The schools in Delhi, Noida are closed because the pollution levels are too high. So those things made me to think that what we can do, what we can contribute towards our environment, so we can make it better. So that the absence of necessity that made me to think like that.
I completely agree with you, sir. Sometimes a person does not need any motivation or an inspiration. A person can also act about something by feeling its absence in the society. And in your case, the absence of clean air made you take actions. But now we can see you inspiring people, and especially the youth, to take actions for the climate issues. So,
Yeah.
sir, what kind of roadblocks and challenges you have faced throughout your journey? Like, what was the response of the people towards your climate activism and climate awareness?
I won't say roadblock. Only the problem I was in and I had where I work in a night shift. So for me, working the night shift and campaigning the day, it was tough to manage. So the problem was to I had to manage my time. Like I had to sleep for only 4 hours to campaign because if I will sleep more than that, I will not have time to campaign. So only the time that only the thing I had to face or I have to face that is a for my timing. And other thing is that I'm standing in the public like a joker, so I have to accept that my friends will see me, my family will see me, and we have to. I have to make my mindset like that that I can. I can handle those things. That if my friend sees me standing like a joker, I will not be feeling bad for that.
Well, I think to gain something, you have to go through pain, and this pain comes in the form of obstacles, like maybe your passion or your profession. Obstacles are everywhere, and you, Pankaj sir, it is really tough for you to manage your night shifts as well as campaigning in the day. This has also inspired me, like how also take out your time for your climate activism. I've also learned that we should not shy away, and we should always take a stand, like you are doing by standing on metro stations, on the roads to make people aware. Though you look like a joker, but you have to take your stand. Now, my next question to you, sir: what is more important, awareness or actions?
We cannot compare what is more important, awareness or actions. Both are important. If you will see that what is happening, that our politicians are not speaking about environment. Why they are not speaking about environment? Because we the people don't think about that. We the people who do not talk about environment. That's why the politicians think that people are not caring about environment. Why do we care? Okay, so the awareness is important because we need to motivate people. So we once the people will start talking about that, the our politician bureaucrats will take action on it and will make a better laws for environment. And actions are required because the to compensate what we are hurting our environment daily life. So both are important. We cannot say that awareness is more important and actions are. So both are equally important, and they both have their own importance in every sphere of life.
Truly said that how we cannot compare both of them, and both of them are important. Like some people think that we should either act or we should either spread awareness about these climate issues, but the need of the hour is to do both action and awareness. You have stated a wonderful example, sir, that how the politicians will focus on the topics where the people will focus. And it is a high time that we, the people, need to focus on these climate issues and make the government, the politicians, focus on these climate issues too, so that they can take the actions to make a better environment. So, along
Yes.
with increasing awareness for climate change, are you also taking actions to benefit the environment?
Yes, I have been talking with vendors, vegetable vendors, other people, how to replace the plastic. Government only has given what government said, that ban the one-time use plastic. But what about those people who are earning 100 and 200 rupees every day? The plastics are very important for them. So how to be replaced? I'm talking with those guys that what kind of options we can bring them, and I'm talking with the authority as well with that. So we can make that, like at least in the Noida where I live, we can replace that with that some other option, and we can provide them some other substitute of plastic, so we can avoid using less plastic. Yeah, I plant trees. I don't get much time, but we are planting. Like I have planted in Noida Sector 63. There is a park. I have planted more than 400 trees there, and we go and watch those trees, and we see that if there is just something necessity, we water it, and uh, and if something needed like a water or some kind of spray needed, we do that there. And also we talk with authority, the nearby authority, and they are also then taking care of. You are talking with if you are going with the authority, you are planting and you are asking the authority to take care of that. That also kind of protection that they put, like we say the plants, they cover the plants so the animals will not eat those plants. You. One thing I want to tell you that in the Independence, 15th August 2020, I have started a campaign to plant one tree on Independence, and I asked people to send me their photos by planting. So I got more than 5,000 pics that day only on Instagram. So I have launched a campaign for 7 days, but on that 7 days, I motivated. I got 5,000 pics that people said that I planted two trees, three trees. So that was also a good achievement for me in the 2020 in the lockdown. So we made the people to plant tree at least one or two or whatever you can do on the independence.
It is a really great plan of yours to replace the plastic for the vegetable vendors. Like they use plastic in their daily lives, so how they can replace it in their lifestyle. You really set an example like how we can create and take actions at the same time, and how they are the two sides of the same coin to prevent the climate change and these upcoming climate crises. So, sir, are people getting involved with you? Are they coming and participating and increasing awareness about this issue?
Yes, people are getting motivated. People want to join me. People want to involve with me. However, I want everyone that, yeah, we don't need a team or group. Okay, if you want to make a change, you can alone make a change. I want people to understand their individual power. One man can change lots of things. Like if you will see the example of Darshat Manji, my idol, Darshat Manji broke the whole he broke the mountain in 20 years. So if a guy can break a mountain, then we can also make a changes alone. So we want people to understand their own power. Don't involve in a group and NGO kind of. It's good if you are in, but if you can do alone, that will also be great. But if you are doing alone, then you can understand your power, uh, your your good thing, your bad thing. You can understand yourself.
Sir, you have stated a thoughtful point that we do not need to join any NGO or any climate action group. We can take the actions on our own to understand our own individual power. So, sir, my next question to you is that what do you think about the future? Like, will we be able to save our Earth? Will it be safe enough for our future generations to prosper?
Uh, Arab, I'm not a astrologer that I can predict. However, what I see in the today's generation, like you, boys like you, is doing great job, and today's generation, today's youth are very uh, much concerned about the environment. Whenever I talk with the today's youth, like 16, 14-year girls and boys, all of them are very much in concern about the environment. So the today's generation are much more aware than our generation. So I have full faith that our future will be better than what we are in, and we have I have full confidence on you guys, the coming generation who are now in a teenage age will make the things better.
You're absolutely right, sir, about how the today's generation is aware about these climate issues, which surely gives us a ray of hope for a better future. But I believe that the conditions of the future of humanity depends on what we do now. We are doing nothing to protect our earth. We can either lose our hope and sit back, or we can do something instead of doing nothing. Sir, what are your future plans to bring impact on the mindset of people to live a nature friendly lifestyle?
Future plan is what I don't plan for future. However, we are I'm the guy who live in everyday life. And yes, we want people to be replaced, refrigerator to be replaced, AC to be replaced. Those things are very harmful for our environment. So I'm making people that we need comfort, but not in the cost of environment. I don't need the comfort in cost of environment. I will not use AC, and I will ask people not to use AC. So that because these are the very much dangerous for our environment, and we all need to change our lifestyle. I ask people, so don't do anything. Only think of your action. How much carbon you are producing every day. Try to reduce your carbon emission. So if everyone will start reducing their own carbon emission, carbon footprint, we will able to reduce the impact, and we will be able to reduce the impact of global warming and the carbon emission. One more thing I want to add here: the Bhutan and India, both the country are very nearby, but the Bhutan, if you will hear about the Bhutan is a carbon negative country. India is nearby, but its a pollution is a worldwide popular. The difference is what between us and Bhutan is the forest land. India had a forest land of 21.67% according to data of 2018 Indian government. The Bhutan has a 60% approximately forest land. So we need to increase our forest land, and we will work together. to increase the forest land so we can make the things better than what we have now.
Sir, you have stated a wonderful example of Bhutan and India, that how both of these countries are nearby, and Bhutan is a carbon negative country, and India is one of the largest carbon emitters. I think that it not only depends on the forest cover of the country, but also the leadership of the country to create a better environment. And hats off to your innovative idea of not using appliances such as AC and refrigerators to protect the environment. Sir, it would be a pleasure of our audience if you could say some lines on why we need to create awareness for action.
Message for awareness of action. I will like to ask everybody. I will ask this question in Hindi to everyone कि हमें तो शुद्ध हवा तो मिली थी ना हमारे पूर्वजों से, हमारे लास्ट जनरेशन से हमें तो शुद्ध हवा मिली थी ना, क्या हम ये शुद्ध हवा, शुद्ध ऑक्सीजन जो है अपने आने वाले जनरेशन को दे पाएंगे क्या, या हम वो जनरेशन बनने वाले हैं जो आने वाले जनरेशन को ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर गिफ्ट करने वाला है? तो एक बार सोचिए, क्या आप तैयार हैं अपने जनरेशन के ऊपर ये धब्बा लेने के लिए कि आप, हमारा जनरेशन वो जनरेशन के नाम से जाना जाए जो ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर गिफ्ट करेगा आने वाले जनरेशन को? सो प्लीज थिंक अबाउट दैट. आर वी गोइंग टू बी द जनरेशन हु इज गोइंग टू गिफ्ट ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर टू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन?
You have raised a wise question, sir, that if we are doing nothing for our environment, so are we ready to gift oxygen cylinders to the next generation? Are we ready to take this stigma on ourselves? And
Yes.
thank you, sir, for your kind words. You have been a wonderful guest and you have inspired us all to create awareness for actions. And I think enough is said than done for saving our environment. Now is the time to take action, to create awareness for a future that is a better one, a brighter one, and a beautiful one. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for listening to this episode of Ring the Bell podcast. Hope it has been an amazing experience for you and would have found your takeaway from it. I feel nothing is perfect, but we should keep trying to make things perfect. So, if you feel I should add more sugar or salt to my podcast, do drop in your suggestions at rofsaid888 at the rate gmail.com. Till then, hasta luego.